Today we're talking about an Ars Technica article. Copilot exposes private GitHub pages that were later removed by Microsoft. So this paints a broader picture of private data exposed in the GitHub repositories. GitHub is a storage locker, if you will, for code. So developers can work on code, store it centrally, and then one or more people can contribute to that repository. At one point in time, those repositories were exposed to the public. Then the developers came through and locked it. And what this article is saying is that Copilot essentially was retaining the knowledge of the locked article. Kind of like if you look at Google Photos and you see your house, maybe you didn't have a deck, and then you go and you put a deck on, and the satellite imagery was not updated. It still shows your old house without the deck. Same thing here, where it's essentially scanning. It sees those open repositories, collects information out of them. And now that repository has been locked, it's not going back through rescanning and updating. So an issue, because if you had sensitive information in there, like API keys or other passwords, or just a sensitive information in that code, you wouldn't want that to be exposed to the internet. And maybe you didn't know you had that. You found out, you locked it. Now the challenge is, how do you get all of these engines that we're looking at and scanning your code to update themselves? So I think the remedy there is, one, understand your environment, know what's exposed, and do that. Grab a security professional, have them help you check it out. Grab your DevSecOps person, have them help you find out what's exposed to the internet from a code repository standpoint, and then go back through and make sure that you're not storing anything private or confidential in those public stores. And if you are, make sure you remove it or put them into private stores. I'd love to hear what you think, what you're doing with your customers, or if you are a DevSecOps person working for a company, what you're doing to educate and secure your repos. Please drop a comment, a like, what have you, and let's engage.